I'm not gonna lie, one of my mentors, one of the biggest things I had to really learn and teach myself is like, I really am who I am. You know what I mean? Like, and what I mean by that is like, put some respect on yourself. Like, I placed a bet on myself 6 years ago, and it's just now playing out. People just now really starting to see. But I've had this blueprint 6 years ago. So everything I'm doing right now, I had to trust myself. And then sometimes when you get in certain rooms, sometimes you gotta be disrespectfully yourself. Because people try to play you like they see you on social media a certain way, so they're gonna treat you like that, when in reality, I'm really this person right here. And I just wanna stay authentic, bro. I wanna stay my truest and purest self. And if you for me, cool. If you don't, that's cool too.
Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Nicholas Clark, co-owner and designer of WRLDINVSN. I have a special guest today. I have a familiar face in the clothing brand world. All right, y'all may have seen this guy on Instagram. Y'all may have seen this guy on TikTok. All y'all probably seen this guy on YouTube at this point. All right, so I got my man Tez with us. All right, Dantes. All right, Dantes Akram. But we gonna let him share more about himself. Let's act like the viewers don't know you. All right, let us know, what you do, how you got started, and what you're doing currently to this day.
Absolutely. Yo, what's good? My name is Dantes Akram. So if you don't know me, I go by the real Tez. I started a do-rag brand when I was 18 after I had my daughter. And the big focus was like, how can I make sure I pay for medicine? I'm sleeping on Section 8, trying to figure out how I'm gonna make it work. And at the end of the day, starting my first e-com business was the best decision I ever made. I was working at a factory. I was using my factory money to buy do-rags. Then I was delivering them to people in Cleveland, Ohio, where I'm from. And then I got into the clothing space. And really the focus was like, sell something that's higher ticket. So do-rags, I'm gonna only sell it for like $20, $25. But for clothes, I could sell $150 clothes, $120 jogging suit sets, $200 varsity jackets. And I got into the clothing brand space and was like, you know what? Let me like really take over on the clothing side. I'm making more money, but my brand was more family oriented. So I did my photo shoots with me and my family, my daughter, and we went viral for the first time ever. And that was my first time like really seeing like crazy sales, crazy success, like swipe up on your phone, Shopify going crazy. And I just dialed in, bro, after that.
Hey, look, all right. So I seen a picture of you on the ground. You had the do-rags in your car. Before we get to the clothing brand, because we got to let them know how important it was to get on the streets. You had the do-rags in your car. Can you take me back to that part of your life? How was that actually, getting in your whip, riding around selling do-rags? Give me that. Tell me about that grind.
Bro, honestly, I feel like I'm just a hustler at heart. Like it ain't gonna never leave me. So the thing is like I was going to beauty supply stores, and basically it was one that was like maybe 5 or 10 minutes away from me. The guy spoke Arabic, but I used to live in Egypt, so I spoke Arabic to him, and he like, who is this young black dude speaking Arabic inside of here in the hood? And I was just telling him, I'm like, look, I'm trying to start a little business, little side hustle, trying to sell do-rags. Can you mess with me? He like, bet. So he gave me a discount on the do-rags, and I will buy every color. I buy like 3 to 4 of every color. Same way you would do shirts.
Of course.
Bought 3 or 4 of every color, and I would just get on Instagram and I flex them like, hey, I got all these color do-rags. Whatever you need, hit me up. And then people would DM me on Instagram, and then I would just pull up on people and deliver them. And then I'll just tell them like, hey, I'm a new business owner and whatnot. Can you post this on your story? It's free. And then that's how I really was able to build myself up in the city first. And then I'm like, man, I can't keep being local, delivering stuff. I'm gonna get caught up. So I was like, you know what? Let me start my first business called a Snagger Rag, because we literally snagging a rag. And then we went online and just started going crazy.
Brand owners that's ready to acquire their first 100 customers and make over $1,000 every single month, this is for you. We have created our Activate Your Vision University. We have been working on this for the last 4 months. And inside of this university, it has every system that we have created and are currently using to continuously scale our brand, WRLDINVSN, right now. Yes, you're gonna get the Facebook ads. Yes, you're gonna get the email and text message marketing play. But ultimately, I want you to join our network of brand owners for only $7 for 7 days. Now, at the end of these 7 days, let me go ahead on and break the news to you. We will not charge your card like most subscription-based programs. All right, we will allow you to experience and enjoy these 7 days without having you thinking on the 8th day, oh, I'm about to get charged. No, this is not that. We want to see if you are a good fit for the network, and we also want to see if we are a good fit for you to help you scale and help you grow to, like I said, acquiring your first 100 customers and making over $1,000 every single month. Click the link somewhere on the screen, get access for only $7. Every brand owner, every clothing brand, we can help you scale. Let's get it.
I like that, bro, because look, how we started, bro, is like literally just getting out. Like we're live at InvestFest right now, making a podcast. So if you hear all this noise in the background, just tune into the video, because this mic gonna block all that out, all right? let's get to the brand. All right, my guy got a very viral video right now. I tried to start a clothing brand with $1,000, or I did start a clothing brand with $1,000. I'm gonna put that video in the description. They gotta see it.
Go watch that.
They gotta turn him up. I want y'all to comment and let them know that y'all came from this channel,
Okay.
right? And watch that video. But let's get to the informative side of that video. If I had $1,000 right now, I'm starting over, Ted. Starting over. I got $1,000 right now. What is the first thing that I should do with this $1,000? I want to start a brand. Just give me the first step.
Honestly, you got to find your North Star. Like you can't just be walking without no type of faith. And if you don't have no sight, if you don't have no lane that you're trying to stay in, it's like you're not going to build nothing valuable. So the very first thing is you got to come up with a brand name, associations to your brand. So what would you want your brand to be like? Or who would you want people to associate your brand with? And then you got to focus on the meaning and driving that home. Very similar to what y'all did with y'all brand. And really the big thing is when you come out with the name, your target audience, and then you know your North Star. After that, it's about creating pieces that represent the North Star in your head. And you just getting designers, you learning how to communicate with designers to bring the ideas to life. So all of that process, you don't really spend anything. The designs may cost you $200, maybe $100, depending on how many you get. You can get a whole collection right now for $200, period. So it's like, I spend my first $200 on that. The brand name, the meaning, I use ChatGPT. So that just gonna help me articulate myself better, find other words to articulate myself better and like better ways to tell a story. And then after that, you can have it create a lot of this normal stuff that we do on our own. AI can do it for you. So all of that is about $200. And then you got to buy your samples, depending on your manufacturer. I can teach you how to get it for free too.
This what hold on. That's what I'm about. I'm gonna need you to get this game to us, all right? So first, how do I find out this? Can we have this? I know you charge a lot of money, but can we have this today? How do we find a designer? If I'm on my phone right now, what do I need to do to find me my first designer?
Very first thing you want to do is you either want to go to TikTok and you want to type in I make designs. Those going to be some of the most fire young people that make designs, hands down. The second option is to go to Instagram, type in .std, or you could type in graphic designer or whatever. Once you look it up, you're going to have a list of different ones that you can watch and reach out to. Once you do is you reach out to them and then say, hey, I'm trying to get my first designs. Can you make my collection for me? And then you just go through a list of them. Just copy and paste that same script that you sent to one, send it to 50. And then you dialed in.
Hey, all right. Now we got designers. But this is what I need too. How can everybody that's watching this video at least get one manufacturer, not just any manufacturer, but somebody who you use and purchase products from? Can they get that?
Hell yeah. I would just give y'all my personal manufacturers, to be honest. Like,
hey, y'all heard that, huh? I'm getting y'all personal manufacturer. But next thing, so from creating a brand, from getting the designs, and I'm even skip to the part where we got the samples already at this point.
Right.
I have the samples, right? What should I do as far as creating content? And then after we create content, talk to us about like how important advertising is.
The big focus is creating rollout content. So like, soon as I get my samples, I'm thinking about how can I orchestrate my actual release? Like, how am I gonna go about the actual drop? What am I gonna post before the drop itself? So the thing is I'm gonna try to create at least 15 or 20 pieces of content. Because if you promote your brand at least 2 weeks in advance, every day, maybe 10 days, 7 days, every day, 1 or 2 posts a day on TikTok and Instagram, there's no way you're gonna say you can't get any sales. It's just not possible. You're just not trying hard enough. Then the next thing is understand marketing. You gotta be a GOAT at hooks, like learning how to hook people first 2 to 3 seconds. Most valuable time you can ever do. So all your focus, 90% of your focus should be on the first 2 to 3 seconds. The other 10% is on the rest. Because if you hook somebody, they'll listen if you made a good hook.
The craziest thing ever, bro, is the best way to make sales in any business that you're doing is having great communication. Like everybody be one like this special tool that's gonna take them to the next level, but they don't even know how to communicate. And exactly what you just said, the hook, right? So like they have this book called Hook Point, and it just talk about how headlines could change the whole dynamic of the content. Like just your YouTube video that we talking about, the title, the thumbnail, everything was on point because otherwise it could have been an amazing video, but guess what? Nobody ain't clicked, nobody ain't stopped their scroll. So your hook and like how short it is, how straight to the point it is, how it gets people to want to click onto it. And it's crazy that you're saying that because most people, they just feel like, oh, I could just start a brand and just be successful, but don't even have, the information to be able to communicate to people, which is crazy. Now, give me some information on ads, right? Because one of the things that you didn't taught a lot of people is about ads, right?
Absolutely.
So give me like, why should I be running ads? Or like, what point of my brand I should be at to start running ads? Give me some ad game.
Absolutely. The email and the text list. So when you selling your company, that's something that they look at. So if your list not built, you should be, if you're building a brand, you should be building that first thing.
Yes.
That's the most valuable thing you can do. If people buy from you, it's easier to get somebody who already bought from you to buy again than to get some complete stranger to trust your brand when there's so many other brands out there.
Okay, and before we even get out of here, I heard you say one word, and that was mentor. Like, so, like pretty much everybody who we talk to that's, you know, at a higher level, at a level where other people want to get to, we always talk about having a mentor, right? So give us something that your mentor taught you that you wouldn't have probably learned on your own, and tell me how important that is for your journey.
Sometimes some lessons that you learn from mentors is really them talking to themselves just in the past,
Yeah.
right? And some of the stuff, like, I'm not gonna lie, one of my mentors, one of the biggest things I had to really learn and teach myself is like, I really am who I am. You know what I mean? Like, and what I mean by that is like, put some respect on yourself. Like, I placed a bet on myself 6 years ago, and it's just now playing out. People just now are really starting to see. But I've been had this blueprint 6 years ago. So everything I'm doing right now, I had to trust myself. And then sometimes when you get in certain rooms, sometimes you got to be disrespectfully yourself, because people try to play you like they see you on social media a certain way, so they're going to treat you like that, when in reality, I'm really this person right here. And I just want to stay authentic, bro. I want to stay my truest and purest self. And if you for me, cool. If you don't, that's cool too.
I like that, bro. You might have just made your next $1 million product. Just put some respect on yourself. like,
Hey, that might be on
I
tagline
like
on one of these shirts.
Hey, I like it. Put some respect. Hey, before we end this video, I got a tip for y'all. Put some respect on yourself, man.
Big
Shout
facts,
out to
man.
my dog Taz for hopping on. Shout out to my boy for stopping at the booth. Come and see us, man. Thank you so much, bro. Just want to give you your flowers right here on this video. I appreciate We appreciate you. Everybody that's watching this video appreciate you for what you do. I'm speaking for everybody that's going to watch this.
Appreciate that.
Make sure y'all go watch my dog video and go turn him up.
Yeah.
All right? Hey, I'm Nicholas Clark, co-owner and designer of WRLDINVSN. Thank you, Tez, for coming on the channel. Appreciate y'all for watching this video. Let's get it.
Let's get it.